From the bleachers to the end zones, gridirons up and down the coast. Live from the largest sports team on local television. This is Friday Football Focus.
First day of November and final night of the high school football regular season. Welcome to Friday Football Focus. I am Mike Clan. Let's kick off the show in the good land of Goleta. San Marcos and Dos Pueblos both were playoff bound already. This rivalry matchup was for second place in the Tri-County League and, of course, bragging rights. 58th meeting that began back in 1967. Home Chargers moved the change on the first two possessions thanks to the hard running of senior running back Caleb Williams, but a fumble stopped the second drive. No surprise that the Royals' Roman Gislamberti recovered the football. He's been an absolute force this season on the D-line. San Marcos drives down and scores the only touchdown in the first quarter. Senior Nate Jones with the 1-yarder, 7-0 Royals. Second quarter, Royals go back to Jones. He runs upfield for 28 yards. And a nice spin move inside the 25-yard line. Quarterback Danny Diaz swings it to Charlie Angeles, who brings it down to the 1-yard line. Nice hard tackle by Callan Lee. Next play, Cole Dominguez scores the 1-yard touchdown, 14-0 Royals, and that pretty much started an avalanche that just swallowed up DP. Chargers did not convert a fake punt on their own side of the field. Royals go 40 yards in two plays. Diaz to his favorite target, Quint Donald, touchdown Royals. It's 21-0 visitors. Moments later, San Marcos getting the interception on the deflection. Charlie Angeles with the quick, sure hands. San Marcos ground game on point. Dominguez the hard run, but how about the tackle by Callan Lee? He's from a family of DP football players and wrestlers. Good-looking player for sure. Dominguez, one play later, just breaking the goal line, 28-0 Royals. They were not done in that first half. Quinn Donald playing center field. He makes the easy catch, unlike Aaron Judge in Game 5 of the World Series. Too soon, Yankees fans? Royals cash in the turnover again. Diaz to Charlie Angeles. Swing pass. It's a touchdown. They score 4 TDs in less than a 7-minute span. TJ DeKine getting worn out with all these extra points. San Marcos led 35-0 at the half, and they win the battle for the good land, 42-0. 3 straight wins in the series for San Marcos. Chargers still lead the all-time series, 31-25-2. Santa Barbara and Thousand Oaks battling for the third and final automatic playoff spot out of the Caneo Coast League. The loser will have to wait it out Selection Sunday for the CIF. Home Lancers score first. Jackson Taylor rolling out to Brett Warner, who makes a nice catch. 7-0 Green Machine. Dons tied it at 7 on a Kai Malt touchdown run, and they take the lead on a Kai Malt touchdown catch. Laird Finkel with the pass. Great to see him back on the field after a broken collarbone just before league season. Later in the first half, Dons go up 21-14. Aaron Bizon short touchdown run. Time winding down in the first half. Huge play by the Lancers. Taylor to the talented junior Hayden Bircher, touchdown, 21-all. Lancers up a touchdown. Second half, Dons, Laird Finkel doing it with his legs. Nobody open. He runs right into your man cave at home. Touchdown, Dons. What a game. 28-all under 7 minutes to go. Dons needing some defense here, and they get it from senior safety DJ Wilson, who makes the tackle. However, a late interception, and in under a minute to play, Thousand Oaks gets the go-ahead touchdown. 7-yard score by Justin Lewis. Thousand Oaks punching their ticket to the CIF playoffs. They win a thriller. 34-28 is the final. Dons look like a playoff team to me at 6-3-1. We'll see what the CIF says this weekend. Winner-take-all game in the Sunset League between visiting Atascadero and San Luis Obispo. The Rooster, Kevin Roos, has our title game highlights.
Hey, Mike, I guess you could say we've saved the best for last as San Luis Obispo and Atascadero fight it out for the Sunset League title on the final night of the regular season. Now, the Tigers haven't lost since September, but the Greyhounds hold a 6-3 edge in this one since 2014. We've got cats versus dogs in this epic finale. So how is PetSmart not a sponsor of this thing? San Luis Obispo looking for their first league title since 2019. Atascadero, you may recall, won a league, a CIF, and a state title more recently back in 2022. First quarter, 4th and 1, Jace Gomes handing it off here to Colvin Garrison, and whoop, little shake and bake move, and he's going to take it down to about the 5-yard line. Tigers in business. Next play, Jace Gomes faking the handoff, rolling out, and the Jace is on as he takes this one into the end zone. They're not going to catch that Tiger by the tail. It's 7-0 San Luis Obispo. 3 minutes later now, we counted. Gomes handing it off to his favorite running back tonight, Garrison. He finds the hole. He's like, Siri, get me to the end zone now, but he's going to get taken down at the 15 by Tyson Tenoff. We'll see Tyson again in a moment. We move ahead in the drive because the highlight is better. Gomes calling his own number here, and he's going to zip and zag and get his way down into the end zone. He was like Visa. He was everywhere the other team wanted to be tonight. It's now 14-0 San Luis Obispo. Now to the second quarter. Tigers looking to pile on some more points, but Gomes' pass is picked off by Tyson Tenoff, who's back after a few games due to injury, and great turnover right there for the Greyhounds, but they would turn it over on downs. And 6 minutes later, Gomes getting pitchy dog, but it's not pitch perfect as the ball gets fumbled, and Atascadero's defense jumps all over that one, but unfortunately the Greyhounds offense wasn't able to convert, so once again having to give it up on downs. Tigers up 14-0 at the half, move to the third quarter now, first and goal at the 1 yard line. Garrison punching it in faster than a Supercuts haircut, and it's now 21-0 Tigers. And then with time winding down to the third quarter, Michael Milner gets in on the scoring action for 6 more, and the Tigers go on to win this one tonight, 35-0, taking the inaugural Sunset League title. Now both teams will await the CIF playoff bracket this weekend to find out where they will play next Friday. In San Luis Obispo tonight for Friday Football Focus, I'm Kevin Roos. Mike, back to you.
Always appreciated, Rooster. The Nipomo Titans are the king of the sea, having already locked up the top seed from the Ocean League. Friday Football Focus senior reporter Dave Alley has their highlights from Morro Bay.
Mike, after spending 3 challenging seasons in the Rugged Mountain League, Nipomo's return voyage back to the Ocean League has been smooth sailing so far this season. A 3-0 record and a piece of the league championship coming into this game with Morro Bay, and a chance to win that league championship outright tonight. Titans and Pirates meeting for the first time since 2021. This was a wild one just a couple minutes in. Pirates strike first, Sands Doherty rifles one over the middle, caught by James Nickel. Nice play there, giving the Pirates the early 6-0 lead. Nipomo responds right back. Nick Evans begins a huge night going right up the middle, scoring his first touchdown of the night. This one tied 6-6. First play of the second quarter, Nipomo takes its first lead. Blaine Lowry connecting with an open Jake Camacho. Titans on top, 13-6. Pirates then come back and score the next 2 touchdowns. The second one here on a double pass. Don Olguin hitting John Myers, a 55-yard touchdown. Morro Bay on top, 21-13. But the Titans then score twice in a row themselves. Still in the second quarter, Troy Simonson runs it in. 2-point conversion. After that, tied it up 21 apiece. Then late in the first half, Evans again getting back into the end zone, finding some space, hits the gas pedal and stays on his feet. He hits pay dirt. Evans with 215 yards rushing on the night. Nipomo led at 28-21 at the halftime break. First possession of the second half. Titans score again. This time it's Lowry and Aiden Benson combining on a big touchdown pass. Nipomo was up 14. Pirates then came back, tied it up at 35, but Evans scored his 3rd touchdown of the game in the 4th quarter to win it for Nipomo as the Titans complete an undefeated league season, beating Morro Bay 41-35. With the win, Nipomo wraps up their regular season with a record of 5-4-1 overall, 4-0 in the Ocean League, where they are the league champions. Congrats to the Titans. Morro Bay wraps up their regular season 4-6 overall, 1-3 in the Ocean League. Both teams now get set for the playoffs next Friday night. In Morro Bay, I'm Friday Football Focus reporter Dave Alley. Back to you, Mike.
Great highlights from the Rock, Dave. When we come back, we have several northern stops, including the Main Street Classic in Santa Maria and the Bishop Diego Cardinals soaring Oxnard to square off against Pacifica.